Hey there everyone, this is Mr. Soviet Onion, and as promised I'm going to be playing Penumbra. So yeah. I'm gonna play on... easy. Why not? I guess I have to sit through this, so... meh.
For my
I
part
can
in this allegory,
skip it, but...
I'm not going to make the same mistakes my father made. Howard vanished from my mother's life before I was even in it, so when he sent me a letter a few days after Mum's funeral, it was the first I'd ever heard from him. Pity he was dead. Writing from beyond the grave must be a genetic habit in my bloodline. His letter contained a key, instructions, pleas for forgiveness. I figured the dead don't have much use for absolution, so I turned to his prophetic passing, which he inexplicably expected to come any day. Clearly averse to explanations, my father preferred to leave directions to a bank on Mayfair I'd never even heard of. In that bank was a safety deposit box in his name, and myself as executor. Of course, I went, as he knew I would. I discovered that despite the evidence, he'd been legally declared dead almost 30 years ago, and so the old book and collection of notes I found had, in the eyes of the law, been mine all this time. My father's instructions were to burn the documents, raise no further questions. But that was his error. No man's immune to the shameful trappings of curiosity, and my humanity got the better of me. The university I taught at was world renowned for two things: physics and linguistics. I represented the first, and the man who stood for the second was stumped by my recent acquisition. The book was indecipherable. The notes, however, showed a location somewhere in uninhabited northern Greenland. It took me almost a year to book the last flight I'd ever take. As I watched civilization disappear along with Heathrow, I realised my father had disappeared 3 decades ago, almost to the day, and I considered in turn what it was that I was leaving behind. We landed on a strip of ice a few feet wide, and within minutes I was pulling away on a chartered boat, beginning the 12-hour journey that would lead me into my past.
Okay, so here we are, in the boat. Need that journal. I've played through this a lot. Like, I have over 8 hours in this game. So I may sort of speed run through this first area anyway. This is completely irrelevant. If you want to read it, you can pause, but... or at least I haven't found any relevancy to it. Like, how it relates to the game. Yeah. I have to wait until it says I can leave. Oh, wait. So, as you can see. What we're gonna do here is take this here rock, and oh, look at that, it's the only possible way to break that into things. Open the shaft. And this takes me, this is so, here we are. Flares, although I never really use them, partly because my gamma is so high. not the hammer. Move this. Little maze here. Puts you around in circles. So barrel was blocked. So nothing is down here yet. There's a glitch where you can float, and I'll probably use this as a plan just to get through areas quicker. But alright, so what's in here? Just books. I'm not gonna go through all the books and notes, there's so much. If you want to really immerse yourself in the game and read all that stuff, then you can do it yourself. It's a cheap game, you can get all 3 of them for $10. It's a lot of reading. Like when I played through it myself, I read everything, but at least I think I did. Close. Okay. So beef jerky is basically you throw it at the dogs that show up to distract them. You can, however, kill the dogs, and you'll probably see me doing that quite a bit, simply because there's not that many of them, so it's not hard to do, and it helps speed up the game a lot. You don't have to sneak around everywhere constantly. So the first dog is going to appear here. Right around this corner. However, observe. I literally just jumped right on him. Didn't even notice. That door's locked, so we need to get the key and some other stuff. So if you listen closely right here, you can hear a guy in there. He's the one who made all these drawings. There's a story which you find by reading the notes, but I'm not gonna bother to read them all, so I'll just summarize it. That's a safe spot, I'll use those when I quit. But basically the guy in there has been in there for like 200 days or so, after the little apocalypse thing happened. It's not really an apocalypse, but you get what I mean. The whole event, which I know about, I'm not going to get into it now, but later. So he was down here for quite a bit, and he pretty much ran out of food, and the dogs were everywhere, so he locked himself up in here. And he then, you know, not having any food, decides to start eating the spiders. And at first it's like he, you know, doesn't see any harmful effect with them. It's one of the notes. But then eventually his tongue starts growing out after a long time, and he has to amputate it, which you'll see. So basically, even if we were to be able to get to him, which he's not even existent in the game, it's like just the voice, he'd be completely useless because he can't talk. So there's a spoiler. We're gonna go back through here, and that's all you need. More notes, not gonna bother with them. Because I just explained it to you. Dead dog. This is where he gets killed, right here. you're new to the game, you're probably thinking, oh crap, something's going to be up here, it's going to be a jump scare. That is, in fact, not the case. Yes, this would be the perfect area, but no, there's nothing. Here, just through the hole. This is where he was before. So he's been dragged through here. I don't know by what. Yeah, see, day 200. Talking about how he cut off his tongue, I think. Which is in this room. It's a bit disturbing. Here you go, and this is like a spider he would eat. So for the hell of it, I'm gonna take this tongue, bring it over here, throw it in there. Dang it! No. My aim is terrible. Right in there. There we go. That accomplishes absolutely nothing, but why not? So, gonna take the key. Where's the library? Dog isn't even gonna. He's somewhere around here, I'm sure. It's just. Honestly, you don't need to be concerned. You just go right on ahead. He's not gonna show up if you do this quickly. I'm gonna open this up. I'm gonna barricade this. The game suggests you do that. But the thing is with this is that even if you do barricade it, he can still break in. It just takes him a little bit longer. It's inevitable if that happens. You won't see it happen though, because I'm going to be quick about it. But I will, however, do something to him a little bit later you guys will like. It's humorous, trust me. Here. This is the little note that gives you the passcode. I'm not going to bother with it because I already know it. I've played through this before, so like I said. Black Plague in Requiem, however, Black, I have not. I've seen them played, or at least Black Plague been played, but I have not played it yet myself. So that'll be new to me as far as puzzle goes, and by seen it played, I mean I've seen speedruns, so they skipped over a lot. So I know generally what to expect, but not entirely. So what I'm doing now is making a fuse. Electric fence right there, so we can just cheat and take this little box, and like the barrel glitch that I showed you, this might take a few tries, but maybe not. Yeah, jump right over. That's out the way. Okay, there's my fuse. Now this is dynamite. This is not necessary to the game, but it can come in handy, and I'll show you why in a second. He's probably not dead, but it doesn't matter because he won't pursue you. Like, he won't come back here unless he's literally following you. This will hurt slightly. Right then. There are no dogs in this area that can get to you yet, so it's not a big deal. Probably should stop here because that's 15 minutes. But yeah. Generator one. Stop here. Alright, there's my save spot. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.